the ubiquitous folding camp chair. In this episode, I'm out to fix what I see as a fundamentally flawed product. See, I have a problem with beach days. They're supposed to be relaxing. I want to set my chair down, take a nap, but instead I spend most of my time readjusting my position as the tide comes in and tries to flood me out. But in today's episode, I'm out to solve that problem. And as it turns out, I solved a multitude of other very important problems along the way.
I may have also created some problems too.
Oh God. This is a linear actuator, basically a motor, a gearbox, and a long threaded rod that telescopes to double its original size when you add 12 volts of electricity. Linear actuators are rated by how much force they can produce, in this case about 100 pounds, and by how fast they extend. This one extends 4 feet in about 20 seconds. And when you reverse the polarity of the power supply, the actuator retracts. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 100-pound lift linear actuators, one for each leg of our chair. So to make our chair go sky high, our challenge today will be 1, attaching the actuators to the legs of the chair, 2, devising some sort of control system, 3, creating a portable power supply fully contained within the chair itself, and 4, designing and 3D printing some type of feet for this so it doesn't just dig into the ground. And of course, it's all got to fold up and be able to be carried with me so I can get high whenever and wherever. Okay, as far as power supply goes, the actuators require a 12-volt input, and anytime I hear 12 volts, I think of a 3S LiPo battery. You'll notice the battery says 11.1 volts, and that's okay because 11.1 volts is just the nominal charge. A fully charged 3S battery will go up to 12.6 volts. So when a device requires a 12-volt input, that's around the range of voltages that you need to be using to power that device. So next up, we'll be doing some wiring and building out the control system. So this is the switch I'm going to use. The power inputs go here and the power output comes out here. Basically what's happening is when you push up, you have one polarity connected, and then when you push down, the switch reverses the polarity. So now I've got a switch and I've got a battery and I've got these power cables here for our actuator, and none of them have the same connectors. So it's time to get out the soldering iron. So now we've got our switch, we've got our battery and our battery connector. Time to plug it in and see if sparks fly. I'm actually genuinely nervous right now because electricity is scary. Okay. Okay, no sparks. And, oh, we got forward. And we got backwards. Oh my God. I just love it when stuff works. Time to wire up the other 3. The plan is I've got 2 of these switches and 4 of these actuators. So I'm thinking 1 switch on the right side of the chair and another switch on the left side of the chair. Gonna wire that up. Let's go. Okay, at this point in the build, I think it's time for a proof of concept. Still have a lot more to do in terms of simplifying the controls and putting some feet on these things so they don't sink into the ground, but let's get them attached to the legs of the chair and make sure that they actually lift us up. For that, I'm gonna use these hose clamps. Good boy. All right, seems pretty solid. Okay, I lied. I actually have 4 switches here, 1 for each linear actuator. I bundled them together into right and left, and I've marked a little F on the one that indicates the front of the chair. Okay, nothing to see here, just a very normal everyday chair. Let me just plug in my 4 batteries. Oh my God, it's actually kind of scary. Are we ready? I'm tilting. Oh. That's level, okay. Oh my God. Oh, this is terrifying. It's so wobbly. I think I need a brace between the feet, actually. Oh God, this is horrible. Oh my God. I'm not even all the way up, but I feel like I can't go much further. I certainly need to do something about the wobble. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna try to get down now. Oh, they're going different speeds. Wow. Okay, we need to fix the wobble for sure.
With the proof of concept working, I pressed ahead with the build. Instead of 3D printing the feet like I had originally planned, I cut them out of wood with my hole saw. That's because although I love my 3D printer, it's slow and inefficient and everything that comes out of it is made of plastic, and I prefer to make things out of wood or metal when possible. I also went ahead and attached the batteries into place. I added extra support to the back of the chair to further help with stability. All it needed was a little tension.
All right, so my field producer, Eric, is here for the day to help me out, and we're gonna get him to try out the chair.
Am I gonna go launching into space?
It's not too fast. You should stay on the ground for now. Okay, go for it. And so
Smooth.
it's gonna start to tilt a little bit,
Okay.
probably. So you gotta kind of control it and make corrections. There you go.
Should I just send it?
Go for it, yes.
Should I have put a helmet on for this?
Maybe. This is extreme sitting.
Wow, this is awesome. Kind of gripped up here. Not gonna lie.
You wanna try to come down?
Yeah, let's see. So I press towards me.
Yeah, towards you. Oh my God, you good?
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
I was definitely already tilted back, so I should have done the front to level it.
First crash, it's pretty durable.
Seems pretty good.
First crash in the chair. Bubby took off, he ran like 10 feet away. He's like, I'm out of here. This is nonsense.
I think that's a great success. I see no issues.
Bring it to level, and then hopefully I can like just balance my way up. So yeah, the speed is dependent on the load a little bit. So if I lean, should be able to keep, oh, I'm going forward though. The wobble is terrifying.
Now you know why I was a little gripped at the top.
Yeah, I mean, it looks high from the ground. Oh my God. Dude.
Like there's a point where you get to, like, you're like, oh, this is scary all of a sudden.
I felt like I maybe could have hung on to that, but also was feeling a lot of force, like shear force going into the front legs, and I don't want to break the actuators. So that's why I bailed. Okay, I'm gonna give it another go. Seems like I started off a little bit better maybe. Oh God. Oh, that's why it's tough at the top, because like I've corrected for...
And then one of them tops out.
One of them tops out, so you have to make sure to not fully top out or else it's gonna be tilting with the ground that you're on.
Yeah.
Dude, this is not stable at all. Like, it's better than it was yesterday with the extra support on the back of the chair, but it's not really very stable. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay.
Nicely done.
Leaning.
While admittedly still a bit terrifying to use, we had a beach day planned. And I'm hoping this chair will let me stay in the same spot all day long, no matter where the tide is.
Nice, okay.
Well done. Well
Thanks,
done.
dude.
We're here at the beach at low tide, and even though the tide's gonna come up several feet or more, if I set up now, I should be able to stay in the same spot all day long.
Got some weight to her. Very portable. Now it's a little bit wobbly, but the cool thing is the view from up here.
So I've picked my spot, and now, as the tide comes in, I just hit the buttons and move the chair up. So I will say this, I understand blue herons now. My gosh, you can see everything.
Oh.
Oh, when I get these wind gusts, it's actually kind of scary.
High seas.
So a problem I didn't foresee was if you lift the leg a little bit too high, the wood wants to float. So it floats up and it flips upside down, and then when you put it back down, the foot just goes in straight into the mud. Perfect.
After a successful day at the beach, I realized there's plenty more ways this thing could come in handy.
It just feels so silly.
What do you mean, dude? It's totally serious. How's the view?
Oh, perfect, dude. I've seen the house right here.
Look at that.
Oh God. Oh, I had the controls backwards. There we go. The ultimate inconvenience. The ultimate inconvenience. Not inconvenience. Does that make sense? Oh yeah. Experience the portability. Oh God.
This chair even helps me get a better view while stargazing with my wife, Lisa.
You really gotta try this. Stars look just so much bigger from here.
There's absolutely no way. They're millions of light years away. There's no way that 4 feet makes a difference. Come on, Bubby. Let's go somewhere else.
Was it something I said?
In conclusion, I'd say this episode was a success with the caveat that this project was totally ridiculous. I mean, the premise was ridiculous in the first place. Who's gonna sit in the same spot on the beach for 6 hours? And the final product was ridiculous because it's heavy and huge and totally impractical. The control system actually made it a little bit scary, a little bit thrilling to use, and I absolutely love it. It was so much fun to learn how to build stuff with these linear actuators. I can see a ton of possibilities for these in future projects. I'm thinking maybe some electric stilts or something. So, ridiculous premise, but we learned some stuff. We did some fun engineering. What more could you want?